Africa. This is making a very big splash in the new year 2020. This is the first listing on the Nigerian Stock Exchange as we raise the curtain on the new year. The market here is the best in sub-Saharan Africa so far this year, according to Bloomberg reports. And this listing today by BUA Cement is making a very big headline. So we're catching this as early as we can get it. Bolahan Oluwasegun is the head corporate finance chief at BUA Group, which is the group of companies bringing BUA Cement into the market. Today we'll see the exit of cement company of Northern Nigeria based in Sokoto State. It's been there for a number of years, but with the business combination signed on last December, precisely, by the shareholders of Cement Company of Northern Nigeria and BUA Cement. This is combining the two businesses together and bringing about 33 billion shares onto the market today, which is worth about $3.3 billion US dollars. This is how we follow the money. Let's bring on Bolahan here to get this conversation going for us. Good morning. Welcome to the program here. Bolahan, good morning. I'm sure you can hear me.
I can hear you. Good morning.
Thank you very much. So this is one big story with this listing being scheduled to take place within the trading day this Thursday, where you are on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. What do we expect with this listing? What's the volume of what has been listed? What's the naira value? Any idea of the price? Talk to us here.
Okay, so this listing is meant to give our shareholders more value and to give the business, bring the consolidated business of the BUA entity to the market. So the BUA Cement is going to cover the north and the south regions of the country. So it's to give our shareholders better value for their stocks. It's going to be listed today at a market cap of about 1.18 trillion naira, which is about approximately 1.2 trillion naira, which is $3.3 billion. It's going to become, we are the second largest cement producer in the country and the largest cement producer in the northwestern region of the country.
So what happens to Cement Company of Northern Nigeria with which you have combined your business operations?
So the shareholders of the Cement Company of Northern Nigeria become shareholders of BUA Cement PLC. So they have a bigger opportunities, bigger revenues, and bigger markets to play in. So we're not just going to be playing on the regional area in the northern part of the country, but now playing on the entire scale of the Nigerian market.
You're claiming you'll be coming through as the second largest cement maker. Support that with some facts here.
So BUA, with this combination, we're going to be 8 million tons capacity. As at next year, we'll be doing another 3 million tons in Sokoto, which will now be 11 million tons capacity.
So talk to us about the financials side of things. When you said this is a good deal for the shareholder of Cement Company of Northern Nigeria, so you bring in a new name onto the trading board of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. But in terms of the numbers, what are we expecting if you talk to your 2019 expectations in terms of your earnings or financials?
So I'm sure as you might have seen with the scheme document, the Obu Cement is a 6 million tons capacity plant. So we expect that the revenues from the bigger entity would translate into a much bigger entity and a much bigger revenue stream for the shareholders of the Cement Company of Northern Nigeria, who will now be shareholders of BUA Cement PLC.
Yes, when you say bigger revenue, what's the figure we're looking at?
The 2019 numbers would be out shortly.
So in other words, when will you be putting out the first numbers to the market? Because as soon as this comes in, this is a new year, and the reporting period for 2020 starts at least by March, at least with the banks as it were. So I'm asking, in terms of earnings per share and a few other things, what idea would you give investors who are right now? Because you have existing shareholders, but I'm sure with today's listing, you're going to have a flurry of other investors who had never been part of this arrangement to come in here and they want to be part of the show.
Yeah, so based on the regulation and based on listing today, we definitely expect that our numbers will be out for first quarter at the regulated, stipulated time, and shareholders can, will be happy to see, the positive numbers of the combined entity.
Yeah, but part of what was put out by the stock exchange for today's listing is that you're looking at a huge export market in West Africa. Talk to us about this footprint.
So definitely the Sokoto cement is positioned 100 to 120 kilometers from the export market, and we expect that with the combined entity and the combined synergy of the two new of the entities who are being combined together, we would have a lot of room to export some of our products to external West African countries, as may be required.
Which countries are you going? Where are you going? Ghana, Togo, where are you going?
Well, we don't we're not we're not going to pinpoint, but we would say that the export market is ready for us, and we will take we'll take opportunities of the markets who are nearest to us.
I know you have competition at the back of your mind, so you'll find it a little bit difficult to reveal a lot of things because competition is very stiff. So you step in here into the market where you have two other major players. So how would this play out for you?
So as I said earlier, proximity that we have for our Sokoto cement to the Niger border is probably the shortest. So we do have, advantage in terms of proximity.
Will bringing BUA cement to the market bring down the price of cement at the marketplace? The final question.
That I cannot tell.
Now, I was just trying to get you there. This will bring cement's price down from the current market price. But I'm sure the market will digest all that you've said. And of course, we expect your CEO and perhaps the chairman to provide a lot more information to the market when the listing is done in a couple of hours from now, right there at the floor of the stock exchange. Thank you so much, Oluwasegun Bolahan, for speaking with us here, the head of corporate finance at the BUA Group. Thank you so much, and we wish you folks all the best. Thanks for listening to That Cutting today. On one of the biggest stories, that means the market cap of the Nigerian Stock Exchange will expand by $3.3 billion today. What will the final figures look like? Is anyone's guess. We'll talk about that later in our news bulletin. This is Channels Television, where news comes first. I am Bosin Mofaye, and I'll see you again tomorrow, same time,